And welcome back to Terraria, where last episode, we were able to finally beat Skeletron. It only took Super Arena, all the buffs we had, and then of course, what I don't like doing, getting a bunch of buff potions. As you can see, using buff potions makes the fight so easy it's almost laughable. But it needed to be done. It was probably going to take me way too long any other way to beat him. So with that being said, we now have access to the dungeon, so we have a few things to pick up. Now last episode we did jump in just for a minute to see what we could find. We were able to find our water bolt. We can't use it, but we found it. We need a banner for the skeleton sorcerers who use water bolt. Remember, blue magic. We got a tally counter, which I think is only good for the cell phone, but hey, it also lets us know how close we are to getting banners. We got an alchemy table, so making potions becomes easier because there's a 33% chance not to consume a crafting ingredient. In other words, we can make more potions with the same amount of ingredients. And then somehow, I don't know how this happened, Orbo, but somehow on the first floating skull we found, we got a Nazar. That's like a 2% drop chance. So, Orbo, do you think I spent my luck for the next 6 months on that? Yeah, easily 6 months, if not more. So that does that bode well or not bode well? I guess it depends. Getting the death slice thing spell to drop from the demons might take longer because of it. I don't know. But we're not here for that. Let's dungeon explore, shall we? So, we have 3 objectives here in the dungeon. Objective number 1. We need to open chests to get a shadow key. Why? Blue Mage spell, obviously. Number 2. We need to open dungeon chests for the Cobalt shield. Pretty standard, everybody who plays Terraria knows the Cobalt shield. And lastly, we need to defeat enough skeleton sorcerers to get a banner so we can actually use our Blue Mage spell. But yeah, these chests you need a gold key for anybody who hasn't played Terraria. And you only get gold keys by a random chance from dungeon enemies to drop it. Although there is one that guarantees it, which is nice. They can also drop from pots as well as any chest that might naturally spawn in the dungeon. So yeah, we're trying to find chests, get golden keys for it. We're looking for the shadow key, item drop in a chest, and the Cobalt shield. Anything else is bonus, I guess? Oh yeah, fall damage. It's a thing. Careful, and this is oh, there it is, golden key. See, random angry bones dropped us a golden key, which means we use our rocket boot, we can get right back up and open the chest. Do you think we're going to get what we're looking for, or are we going to have to open every chest, not find it, and have to go fishing? Let's find out. Yep, got Muramasa. Legendary. Nice. Except for that fact I can't use it as a Blue Mage. It is a weapon ingredient for the ultimate weapon in the game. I can't recall. It's Zenith. So, yeah, we'll grab it, but we don't really care for any of this. Well, 1 chest down. How many will it take to get the 2 items we're looking for? That is the real question. But we have all the time in the world. It's just a simple dungeon exploration episode. Although if I was smart, I would have set a bed up here so that way, as we are probably guaranteed to die at least once, it'd be quicker to respawn and get back in. But that's only for me. We'll just cut until we're back, so don't worry. It doesn't affect you, only me. I really hope we don't take forever to get the items we're looking for. Ooh, a golden key. Chest number 2, there it is. Lucky Cobalt shield. Are we lucky? We are lucky, which means we can equip this right now. Well, a third of our objectives have been accomplished. We're going to put that over our Shield of Cthulhu. Now what the Cobalt shield does, eliminates knockback. Yeah, that's simple, but it is such a powerful item that we're pretty much going to have this the entire rest of the playthrough. Alright, let's see. Take out whatever water candles we can along the way, because they increase spawn rate, which means they're perfect for farms. Look for anything like this. I don't know what they're called, but they're basically just jars for the dungeon. Because they have a chance to drop keys as well. Oh, there's the mechanic. We talked to her, but we never got her out. That could be bad. Wait, is that a bomb statue? Nice. That's an actual, functional statue. Meaning we can have infinite bombs now. Perfect for building. You know what? We're just gonna... And this is a dead end, isn't it? Nope, it's a, whatchamacallit. We'll take care of you just to... We need keys. We need, what is it? Dungeon slime. Yeah, that's what we need to spawn. Dungeon slimes guarantee drop a key. Okay, I knew this was here. But is that all that's here? Probably knowing my luck. Yep, this was a dead end after all. In fact, it was literally a dead end. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. They didn't teleport out. To be fair, I didn't have a house for them, but still. Alright, come on, give me the actual skeletons I need. Oh, there's a dungeon sign down there. Ow. And another tally counter. But yeah, down there, you might saw for a second, there's a dungeon slime. They guarantee I'll drop keys, which we need. Alright, what do we get? The shadow key. Alright, that means we don't have to worry about that. Now we just need the sorcerers to spawn. And we're good. That was... Why is this dungeon being so nice to us? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I should probably use a potion. I got plenty. I can make more. Alright, where's the sorcerers to actually give us our spell? I think we have to be deeper down. There they are. Yeah, these, dark casters. 6, which means we need 44. But to be fair, I'll just get a few on camera and follow up the rest off camera. But that means we have accomplished our goal. It's raining skeletons and slimes. That's not what I want, but as you can see, enemies do a ridiculous amount of damage down here. That and, we don't got no health, or defense, rather. Yeah, I should probably place some torches, because it looks like this is going to be the perfect place to farm up. Oh, there's a chest! Is that a living chest you saw? Or is it still there? Yes, that is a special chest. Get out of the way. Let me just grab you real quick. Got it. That is a slime friend moved in. Which is exactly, technically the other thing we want. Which means we've officially conquered the dungeon. There really is nothing else. We don't need the bewitching table as we're not using summons. We have to kill, 40 more dark casters, but I think we found a perfect place to farm up. Well, I don't know what to do now. What do you think, Orbo? I'm going to quickly time freeze so we can think. Alright, we got the shadow key. More moss as a bonus. We already got the Cobalt shield equipped. We got the slime rescued, the mechanic rescued, the Nazar. All we gotta do basically is defeat more dark casters and we're done in the dungeon. That's gonna be way too quick of an episode. What should we do, Orbo? Yeah, let's think about this for a second. Can't use the water boat yet, but I'm gonna farm the dark casters off camera. I've already gotten 10 taken care of, so it's not gonna take very long. I just want all of you to deal with that. Go back to base? No, we kinda need the water boat to find our... Yeah, you know what, we'll go back to base and talk about it. Alright, here we are back on our beautiful blue base. So, what do we do, Orbo, what do we do? When we got the water boat, I was going to use that to find Sky Island. Because, like I explained in a previous episode, Sky Islands technically used to be blocked behind dungeon completion before you have access to them. They ended up not making that the case anymore, but I like to still remain true to that. Now, the Sky Islands can give us Star Fury, right? Anyways, they give us the sword, which again would be for the Zenith. Don't need that, but you know what, why not? Mainly we'd be looking for the Lucky Horseshoe and a balloon. That way we can upgrade our cloud in a bottle. And I guess we can get fledgling wings, I think, from the Sky Islands. But basically we'd be just looking for the horseshoe and a balloon. That way we don't take fall damage. And I think that basically everything upgraded. You know, we can upgrade our boots before we fight the next boss, which is Wall of Flesh. We might actually have to call this episode Orbo, because I can't really do much without the water boat. In case you're wondering why, water boats, they bounce. So you can just shoot it straight up as you run, and if they bounce back at you, it means there's a Sky Island. And we just build up, raid the island, get the items we want, and that's that. Another short episode, but hey, every time we have a short episode like this, just we can bank it for future episodes. Because that fuel is very important. Especially everything we've been through, right, Orbo? No, I will not drop it. It was nice, but we have to keep bringing it up so we learn from the mistake. Alright, off camera, gotta get access to the water bolt. Also gotta think of a name for it. The next episode, Sky Island, and I guess we go to the underworld to farm up. Because from the imps we can get a blue mage spell, and from the demons we can get a blue mage spell. And I think that'll be pretty much it. And I do want to farm up... Oh, that's what we missed in the dungeon. The Voodoo Clothier doll, which lets us fight Skeletron over and over. So that way we can get his Book of Skulls, which is another blue mage spell. And with that, we'll have every blue mage spell acquired, and we're ready to take on Wall of Flesh. So, maybe an episode or two where we can take on Wall of Flesh? Will that be enough? As should. I mean, we have pretty much every item we want. Upgrade boots. The cloud we can either... Well, we're trying to get the material for it. Yeah, okay, so it looks like I got stuff to do off camera. Well, that was a productive episode. We got everything we wanted from the dungeon relatively quick and easy. Except for the voodoo doll, but I'll probably pick that up while we're farming for the Darkcasters. So, overall, a successful episode, especially when you consider we spent, like, what, 3 episodes fighting Skeletron Orbo? Yeah, so we'll take a nice, quick, successful episode. Next time, I guess, exploring the heavens and the underworld. Ooh, that sounds fun and poetic. Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been The Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.